Hey, Spuddies! Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome to These Doomed Isles. This is a very interesting and very fun game, and we're going to be playing on Ascension Level 1. This video is sponsored, but I typically only take sponsorships of games that I already think will be good for my channel, I think I will enjoy. Do check out the link in the description of the video if you want to go ahead and check it out. Thank you to the developers for sponsoring this video, and let's get started. So we're going to be playing Ascension Level 1. I could play Ascension Level 3, but I think we're going to play at Ascension Level 1 because I kind of want to show off the game in a lower difficulty setting. You can have a variety of different gods. We're going to be playing with Cernunnos. And at the start of each year, if I don't have a Palisade card in my deck, he will add the Palisade card to my deck. We'll have a few starting cards. We'll start with the Meteor Storm, some fish, and the Demolish card. Let's go ahead and get started. We've got Viking Raider, Saxon Raider, Blight Witches, Sloughs, Banshees. Right, let's go ahead and get started. So we could choose a god power to add to our starting deck. We can go for Healing Roots, which gives +2 maximum health to building, friendly units, palisades, and walls, or we can go for spiky walls. I think I like the idea of spiky walls, particularly because we will have a lot of palisades this game. Now, these are our objectives for the game. We need to build 2 wonders. We have 60 turns. If we fail to build this in 60 turns, we will take a curse, which will make our game harder. We need to maintain 8 followers with 70% higher happiness for 4 consecutive turns, and we will get this prayer completed. And we have to connect islands 3 times. So the hardest one is going to be awe. The easiest one is probably going to be community or world builder. These are actually fairly easy. So what the hell do you do in this game? Well, basically, you have cards, you have items, you have all sorts of cool stuff, and you explore by you have a variety of resources up here. We'll talk about those resources. So for example, I have a meteor here that I can use to damage invaders when the invaders come. I have the Demolish card, which allows me to demolish tiles. I have forests, which allows me to place forests. I actually drew a pretty bad hand here, so I'm going to go ahead and redraw to hopefully get some cabins to build some houses. Houses cost wood, which I am fine with. Let's go ahead and place a cabin here. I want to place the cabins near this faith shrine, because that will get me +2 faith per turn, like so. And now we're getting 8 faith per turn, which will help us spend a lot of these cards. Each card has a cost associated with it. So for example, planting this land card costs 2 faith. Planting this land card costs 2 faith. And why do you want to plant land cards? Well, because you can connect, if you do a little rotation, if you connect 2 islands, boom, like so, you get benefits. For that one, I got +3 followers, which are people who work my tiles. And you also get typically positive events. The earlier in the game is, the more positive events you get. The later in the game, the more negative events. So we can max out our gold reserves, or we can max out our iron reserves. Maxing out our gold reserves is huge because it allows us to buy a lot of really good cards at the end of the year. So we could create more fish, we could create more land, or we could draw cards. We only have spiky walls to build. I think placing land might be the play here, particularly because we can connect to another chest like so. If we do a little rotation, boom, there's +6 gold. We can keep the recipe to ourselves. For every 4 excess food we generate, we gain 1 gold. Or we can max out our food and gold reserves. I think we're going to go ahead and go for the every 4 excess food, we will generate 1 extra gold. Now, we have used up all of our faith. We could harvest more cards, but we would probably just draw more cards that require faith. We have nothing we can really spend gold on. So we're going to go ahead and just do a harvest now, which will allow us to extract resources and actually buy more cards. And because we've maxed out our gold reserves, we'll be able to buy a ton of cards. So, for example, tax collectors, super powerful for generating gold, does lower your happiness. Fishing platforms, each worker provides +1 food per turn for each fish within range. However, it depletes fish tiles within range each turn. Now we do have the ability to create more fish. So this might not be too bad. Plus it'll get our food reserves up, and every surplus food turns into gold. That's quite good. Tax collector could be a really good way for us to generate money over time. Seems pretty good to me, so I will grab that. Turn to Dust is a great card. I don't think the treasury is particularly important. Well, I guess +40 storage for gold with the potential to fill our gold stockpile could be good. And it's pretty cheap, so we'll just take it. Stone, on the other hand, we don't need. Now, lumberjacks. This could be really, really useful. We need more housing because we have 7 people, but only 4 housing. So I will grab a cabin. We can also reclaim resources from our buildings. I don't like that as a move, so I'm just going to go ahead and re-roll. I don't need storage for stone right now. Here we go. Farms. All stockpile food is harvested when you end your summer turn. It would be nice to, I think it's pretty much always good to buy land. It's a really big land too. Each worker converts 1 stone to iron, requires 2 wood per turn. This would be good for some of the more advanced buildings, but I'm going to focus on basic economy stuff for now. I'm going to grab myself a farm. We're going to go ahead and keep refreshing. We want to get as many buildings as possible. Each worker provides +2 stone or wood per turn. So Gatherer's Hut could be a great way to generate food and stone. The logging camp could be allow us to generate even more. I definitely want to get a cabin because I need more housing. Forests are pretty good. Let's have a look here. Workers provide. Yeah. Let's take the logging camp. Let's refresh. Okay, so now we can get some defenders. Ooh, I like the idea of a conscript. So the conscript is a 1 follower and 5% happiness on debt. You may return this unit to your draw pile at any time. Enemies take bleed damage at the end of each turn. Bleed decays each turn. Has 5 health. Short range attack. We could get a couple of conscripts to defend, or we could get Jubilation, which would allow us to turn gold into happiness. I think I'm going to take the Jubilation and a pair of conscripts that I can deploy, and I'll refresh one more time. Then let's grab ourselves a tavern. The tavern will give us a way to get happiness, which we do need. So we spent all of our money, which is fantastic. We filled our deck up. Let's go ahead and we've got 12 faith to spend. We could get a treasury. It's not a bad idea for us to get a treasury. We can't afford the fishing platform. We'll need more money, but that's fine. I think it would be good for us to get a treasury because it will, next time we refill our gold coffers, and we've been given 2 gold coffer events already this early into the game, we would actually have a lot more gold in stock. So I'm going to go ahead and just place the treasury here. It's in a pretty vulnerable spot, but that's okay. We could go for a tax collector here. It would give us +4 gold and -4 happiness, but that's 4 gold per turn, which is really, really nice. Let's go ahead and refresh. We do have a big land. We could connect up here and get more followers. We do need to build cabins. We also need to get wood income, but the lumberjack does cost gold. Well, we can start building the cabins. +2 faith, +2 gold. I think getting cabins up now is probably a really good idea, especially because it's going to give us faith and gold income, which is nice. Now, we're losing a lot due to tax, so we'll have to do something about that. The big land, maybe it would be good. Where do I want to connect to? It would be good to connect to more followers. We already have a tax collector. It definitely makes sense to place the big land here. I think I'm just going to place it here to try to get... I think I'll just grab this island. We get +8 followers. Oh, good God. When you play a lightning card, the less lightning card deals double damage, or break it apart and salvage what we want. Max out our stone and iron reserves. There we go. Stone and iron is filled. We've connected 3 islands. We claim our reward, which could choose a new god power and add it to our deck. +1 bleed to all enemies when you place a tree this turn. I'm going to take that. That seems quite good. Let's go ahead and faith draw cards. We got a couple Javelineers. Now we need to collect gold. So I'm going to end this turn. We'll collect a little bit of gold. We'll collect a little bit of faith. 2 to 6 happiness per turn. So yeah, I'm going to place this here because the goal is to eventually turn this into more happiness. So the tavern is now being worked. We are losing 11 food per turn, so we will need to do something about that. That's fine. We don't need bloody roots. Let's go ahead and faith draw cards again. We do have a farm. Let's put a farm right over here. Let's make sure we have workers on the farm. We have 4 workers on the farm. Fantastic. We have big land and we have regular land. Let's see if we can't connect this island too. There we go. +9 gold. We could max out our food and happiness reserves. Okay, awesome. Or we could sell the food and max out our gold reserves. Honestly, maxing out the gold reserve seems insane right now, so I'm going to do that. We can instantly use Jubilation for 12 gold to gain 10% happiness. We're going to do that to refill the happiness because we are losing 9 happiness per turn due to the tax collector. We don't need to create fish right now because we don't even have a fishing hut. I would like to put a fishing hut somewhere. Let's see, what can we connect to? We could connect to another deer island. I could connect to a stone island. I think I'll do deer. Boom. I'll get 15 food. Max out your wood and stone reserves. I am low on wood. Ooh, the maxed out happiness and faith would be good, but I think the wood right now would be great because I'm low on that. Let's go ahead and refresh. There's the fishing platform. So I'm going to place the fishing platform here. This will be 6 to 18 food per turn. I'm going to turn off the tax collector right now because I have a lot of gold. And instead I'm going to work on the fishing, 2 people on the fishing platform and 1 person in the tavern to try and get happiness to come up a little bit. But I think we're net positive on most resources right now, which feels pretty good. We are going to go ahead and place a lumberjack in range of these trees. This will be 3 to 6 wood per turn over here. We definitely need more workers. Mainly we need more houses. So we start a new year. We have a palisade wall. So I think the palisade is a thing we definitely want to be building because the potential for it to protect us against invasion is quite good. So I think just like if I put a palisade up here, if enemies come from the north, they might hit this palisade, and then I could use the AoE damage thing. All right, let's have a look. Where else could we place land? We need to be a little bit strategic about how we build land. It would be nice to build up to the north here and also to the west. So I'm going to go ahead and place this chunk of land right there. I'm also going to go ahead and place a forest adjacent. Oh, I can't quite place a good forest adjacent there, so we'll hold off on that. Let's do a little harvest or a refresh of our hand. Okay, this forest might fit a little bit better around this guy. I need cabins though, that's my big problem. As I've no fate, so we'll have to end our turn. It's summer of year 2. We're about to get a big injection of food. Dearth beneath our feet. Keep building out this way. We will place fish right there. There we go. Bunch of fish now adjacent to this fishing platform. We probably don't need the fishing platform this month. With tax collector, maybe we could go tavern plus lumberjack. Well, if we're going to work the lumberjack, we should work both lumberjacks so that we can only deplete one tree but get the full wood. Well, we don't need the wood is the thing. So maybe the tavern and the tax collector is the play here. Let's keep harvesting. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere on this land, so we should be able to connect over to this island soon. Do a little harvest. Okay, panning huts. So we're really looking for houses. We don't need another tax collector in my opinion, so we'll take the panning hut. I'll take the farm. A crossbow tower wouldn't be terrible. I mean, a tax collector it's fairly cheap, and it does provide a lot of value, but we do need positive happiness buildings, I think. A shield knight is a conscript. Cabin, we take that, refresh. Plus 100 storage for food, I'll take that. Extra wood storage could be useful, extra farm. Oh, here's a wonder. We need wonders. Plus 80 gold storage and double current gold. Oh, that's huge. If I were to take that now, if I take this now and play it, it'd be huge. We'll take another farm. I'm looking for houses mostly. Treasury is good. We don't need iron conversions. Lightning is useful to damage enemies. I'll take a lightning. Doubles gold generated by tax collectors in range. Could be really good for making that more efficient, but less happiness hurting. I'll take the forest and the big land. I'll take the planning office. Plus 1% happiness for every tree planted this turn. Could be a handy way to bump up our happiness. That is something we need to do. Oh, I'll take a brewery. It's an advanced building. It does require iron. And I'll do one more refresh in the hope that I get another cavern. Perfect. Perfect. All right, let's have a look here. We've got the panning hut. Each worker provides plus 3 gold per turn if there's at least one water tile in range. Enemies are approaching from the south. Unfortunately, my treasury is in a bad position, so we'll need to be ready for that. Let's at least make sure we're defended from the north with our palisades, northeasts. Let's go ahead and the panning hut we can go ahead and place like right here. It's 3 to 6 gold per turn. Refresh. More cabins for sure. I think we would rather get the happiness out of these. Helps a lot. Can't afford any of these things because we're low on gold. We definitely need to be making sure that we're making more gold. So I think working the panning hut is the play here. Yeah, that's 18 gold per turn, which is really, really important. We'll go ahead and refresh. We can place some forest. We can also place another cabin. We can get extra faith and potentially extra happiness. Our happiness is ticking up. We are losing food, but we do have food jobs available. So we can do the fishing platform, but I would like to put all 3 workers into a fishing platform. So we'll kind of hold off on that. We can also place the treasury if we really wanted to. Brewery doubles the effect of taverns in range. If I put the tavern right here, that's 18 happiness, which is insane. Yeah. So we can always use the tavern to bump up our happiness now. I'm going to place another cabin, plus 2 faith and a little bit more happiness. So 14 happiness is pumping through. We would like to double the gold from our tax collectors. Plus 8 gold per turn right here. Boom. That's what we like to see. Now we're making 26 gold per turn. We can end our turn. Enemies attacking next turn from the south. Can't afford to build this because I don't have enough stone. I would like more food storage, so a little granary by my farm over here. A big land to the south of this. Refresh my hand. Put a crossbow tower. Can I rotate you? Nope. I'll put a crossbow tower here to defend this. And I'll make sure people do work it. We can drop probably the tavern workers for now, actually. Make sure the crossbow tower is heavily worked. Still have homeless followers, so I need to place more thingies. I will build myself another farm. I think that's worth it. We're adjusting our workers as we go. Okay, I don't think I need to build more forests. Let's refresh here. I need free workers to make a javelineer. I think this tower should do it. So let's see how it goes. I'll do another big land to get us closer to this island over here. What do we need to do now? We need to get 70% higher happiness for a bunch of consecutive turns, and then we need to build wonders. Right. So I know what my objectives are, and we'll go to the new year. Here comes the Vikings. Okay, so they came from an angle that I wasn't expecting, but my meteor storm should be able to hit both of them and kill them both, which is perfect. So that worked out excellently. Let's get a chunk of land, put it right there. Boom. Play lightning deal. Max out your stone and iron reserves. That's perfect. We should be able to build the wonder this turn if we can get to it. I don't want to spend any iron. Let's go ahead and keep digging for the wonder. Jubilation. Pretty good. I want to save my gold, so let's keep digging. All right, we did not find. Let's go ahead and end our turn. It's summer, so we will get a harvest turn here. There's the Colosseum. We'll get to double our current gold. Now, Colosseums are kind of hard to build in the sense that they take up a lot of room. But if I put it near these palisades, I think it'll be fine. Like so. So we just got a bunch of gold. I'll place another treasury protected by this tower. We've got a lot of potential gold reserves. Select any unlocked card and add to your hand, excluding wonders. Okay, cool. We want to build some palisades, ideally here. Really need places for my people to live. So lumberyard. I'll put a lumberyard up here near this palisade where it's nice and safe. Need to keep those spiky walls. I could place some trees this turn. I'll play that card that gives me a benefit for playing trees. There's some merit to placing some trees. +1 happiness for every tree planted, right? So now I think to complete this mission, we need to keep our happiness high. So just for the sake of that, we're going to come in here. We're going to drop the crossbow towers. We're going to max out the tavern and the brewery. Go to maximum happiness. Should max that out. People will be giga happy. I'll build another farm like that. We got a bunch of farms around this granary. And then we'll pull... I'm not going to do jubilation because I'm going to max out my happiness anyway, but I will do a harvest. All right, we need cabins. Each worker provides +1 gold per turn for each rock in range. Destroys rock tiles in range each turn. Gold mine could be good. Hailstorm looks pretty good for defeating enemies. Gold mines and panning huts generate extra gold. Repair up to 2 health. Let's get the cabin. Reclamation. Honestly, a decent way to get stuff. Brewery I don't need. I'll take the big land. I don't need farms. I need houses. I'll take the gathering hut. I'll take the housing. The Temple of the Cow. Now there's a thing. Now we would need more stone storage. But I will take that. Gain 50 faith at the start of your next turn, lose all remaining faith. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Gain 50 gold immediately at the start of your next turn, lose all remaining gold. Okay, these are all like god powers that kind of give you a an immediate boost. A fishing boat doubles the output of fishing platforms in range. That seems really good. Gain 5 followers. I definitely need more housing. Oh, a windmill could be good. Gaining followers seems pretty decent. Archer has a long range attack. I'll take the archer. Convert all stone into iron. Ooh, +1 faith for each. So the chapel can potentially get me more faith. I will take the chapel. Celestial axe. Destroy all trees within the range. Gain a bunch of wood. Oh, iron storage. I don't need iron storage. I need stone storage to build my wonder. Don't need miracle harvest. Oh, lumberjacks and logging camps in range generate gold instead of wood. Could be great for my late game economy. Warehouse, 40 storage for stone. That's exactly what we were looking for. Ancient fort. It's a wonder. This is very buildable for me, actually. I'm going to take it. Now, my deck is full of stuff. We did finish our second prayer, so we can claim our reward. I'm going to take Bloody Roots. Let's refresh. Big land. It'd be good to connect more islands. Can I connect anything? I could connect here. That would get me 19 food. When you end a turn with excess happiness, gain that much faith. Max out your happiness and faith reserves. Maxing out my faith right now would be great because I'll be able to draw through my deck really effectively. Let's keep making extra fish over here. Boom. Lovely. Keep the fish flowing for this fishing platform. We are a little bit low on food, but we have homeless followers. Let's refresh. Cabins. Yeah. +2 faith, +2 gold, -1 happiness, cabin there, and then finally a cabin here. So we've got the shrine. We've got a whole bunch of cool stuff. Javelineer, hailstorm. We don't need to do anything with the hailstorm. We've got another cabin. We can start to build maybe a little chapel area. I would like to do gathering hut. Can I get over to this thing? Anywhere? Have I got anywhere with like a decent amount of stone? No. But if I were to place a big land here, hard work as its own, max out your wood and stone reserves, max out your happiness and faith reserves. Well, I guess I'll go for wood and stone because I just maxed out my faith. So if I put the gathering hut here, it'll produce 6 stone per turn, which ain't bad. Now I need to start thinking about chapels. So I'll build a little house like right there. Keep refreshing. What have we got? A chapel? All right, nice one. Put a little chapel right there. Because we have empty capacity and high happiness, we should start getting people moving into our town. Can't afford refuge. Don't have the money. That's fine. Let's keep faith digging. We can build the ancient fort. I think this should win us the game, actually. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Face our doom. So we've got to fight a boss now. Boss will attack next turn. Let's just end our turn and let the boss attack. Oh, he's a big boy. Let's sell our cards. We're going to sell everything I don't need to fight the boss. So literally just went through here and sold everything that won't help me fight the boss. I should probably keep some land though. Sell for 56 gold. So I thinned my deck. I'm going to place a bunch of land here. Let's do a lightning strike on this guy. He's got 27 health. I'm going to delve into my deck. Immediately grab a palisade, put it right beside him, play a spiky walls. That'll do 8 damage. Refresh. So he's going for my tower. He's got 19 health. Place another chunk of land here. Refresh. Do a little meteor. 2 damage. Very nice. Refresh. Let's free up some workers. Let's create a javelineer behind the wall. He'll throw at him. Nice. He caused some bleed. That guy did AoE damage. Let's get another javelineer a little bit away. We need to dig for more palisades. Let's do 3 damage to him. The archer could be based here too, actually. We'll put a little archer there. Come on, keep digging. I need more palisades. There's the palisade I was looking for. So now I can do a spiky wall if I want. Do a little meteor to him. Boom. So he's pretty hurt. Let's end the turn and see how it goes. Oh, there's the shot. Nice, 7 damage. Boom. He's bleeding. Oh, yeah. Now, that's what I call a clean win in These Doomed Isles. Welcome to These Doomed Isles. I hope this gives you a good idea of how the game plays, what you'll be doing in the game, and why it's so much fun, and why I thought it was worth covering. I want to thank the developers once again for sponsoring this video. Do please check out the links in the description of the video if you want to check out this game. It's rare that I take a sponsorship, and I only typically take sponsorships of games that I think deserve it. And this game definitely deserves to be shown to the people. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!